Welcome back to our channel. If you're gearing up for a truck driver interview, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll walk you through the most commonly asked interview questions for truck drivers and provide you with effective answers to help you stand out from the competition. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these tips will give you the confidence you need to succeed. First question: can you tell us about your driving experience? Tip: focus on the breadth of your driving experience, including the types of trucks and routes you've handled. Be specific and emphasize any specialized training or skills. Sample answer: I have over 6 years of driving experience, primarily with Class A truck. I've worked in both long-haul and local delivery, which has given me a solid understanding of different routes and regulations. I've also completed specialized training for transporting hazardous materials, which has enhanced my skills and safety awareness. Do you have a valid commercial driver's license? Tip: be direct and confirm your CDL status, mentioning the class and any endorsements. Sample answer: yes, I have a valid Class A CDL, and I also hold endorsements for tankers and hazardous materials. I keep my license up to date and have completed all necessary training to ensure compliance with regulations. What types of vehicles or loads have you transported? Tip: highlight the different types of trucks and goods you've transported. Mention any specialized experience with handling particular types of load. Sample answer: I've transported a range of loads, including perishable goods in refrigerated trailers, construction equipment on flatbeds, and hazardous materials with proper safety precautions. I've also handled oversized loads that required special permits and routes. How long have you been driving a truck? Tip: state your total years of experience clearly and confidently. Sample answer: I have been driving trucks for over 6 years now. I started with local deliveries and gradually moved into long-haul trucking, which has allowed me to gain a comprehensive understanding of the industry. What type of driving experience do you have? Tip: be honest about your experience and match it with the job you're applying for. If you have a mix, mention how each type has added value to your skill set. Sample answer: I have a mix of long-haul and local delivery experience. For the past 4 years, I've been doing regional runs, but I also have a couple of years of experience with local deliveries in urban areas, which helped me become familiar with tight spaces and heavy traffic. Have you ever been involved in any accidents or traffic violations? Tip: be honest and straightforward. If applicable, explain what you learned from the experience. Sample answer: I have not been involved in any major accidents, and I have a clean driving record. I take safety very seriously and always follow traffic regulations. I believe that my commitment to safe driving has contributed to my positive track record. Can you explain your pre-trip inspection process? Tip: focus on the thoroughness and steps you take to ensure the truck is roadworthy. Mention specific checks for safety, legal compliance, and the vehicle's performance. Sample answer: before every trip, I conduct a full pre-trip inspection. I start by checking the exterior, ensuring that the tires, lights, and brakes are in good condition. I also inspect the load and securing equipment. Inside the truck, I check the fluid levels, brakes, and the truck's air system. I make sure everything is functioning properly and legally compliant before I hit the road. What is your driving record like? Tip: be honest and straightforward. If you have a clean record, state that confidently. If there are issues, briefly explain and focus on what you learned. Sample answer: I have a clean driving record with no accidents or major violations. I take pride in my driving habits and always adhere to traffic laws and safety regulations. Maintaining a good driving record is important to me, as it reflects my commitment to safety and professionalism. What types of cargo have you transported? Tip: mention specific types of cargo and any relevant experience with special handling or regulations. Sample answer: I have transported a wide range of cargo, including refrigerated goods, construction materials, and hazardous materials. I'm experienced in handling temperature-sensitive loads, ensuring they are kept within the required range during transport. Additionally, I have a solid understanding of the regulations surrounding hazardous materials, which helps me ensure compliance and safety. Are you familiar with electronic logging devices? Tip: confirm your experience with ELDs and explain how you've used them to improve efficiency and compliance with regulations. Sample answer: yes, I'm very familiar with electronic logging devices. I've been using them for several years to log my driving hours and ensure compliance with regulations. I appreciate how ELDs make it easier to track driving time, maintain accurate logs, and ensure that I'm adhering to legal limits. How do you maintain your truck's upkeep and cleanliness? Tip: highlight how you take responsibility for the truck's condition and explain your routine for keeping it clean and well maintained. Sample answer: I believe in maintaining my truck both mechanically and aesthetically. I perform regular checks, including oil changes, tire rotations, and brake inspections. I also keep the interior tidy by cleaning regularly and ensuring that the truck is free of clutter. This not only keeps the truck in good working condition, but also helps with safety and comfort on the road. Do you have experience driving in urban versus rural areas? Tip: highlight your experience in both environments and any specific challenges you've faced. Sample answer: yes, I have experience driving in both urban and rural areas. In urban settings, I'm accustomed to navigating through heavy traffic, tight turns, and frequent stops. I focus on being aware of my surroundings and maintaining a safe distance from other vehicles. In rural areas, I've dealt with longer stretches of road and varying weather conditions, which require a different level of attention. I adapt my driving style to suit the environment, ensuring safety and efficiency in both settings. How do you ensure you comply with DOT regulations, such as hours of service and vehicle inspections? Tip: discuss your methods for staying informed and organized regarding regulations. Sample answer: I stay compliant with DOT regulations by regularly reviewing the guidelines and keeping up to date with any changes. I use electronic logging devices to track my hours of service accurately, ensuring I take the required breaks and rest periods. For vehicle inspections, I conduct thorough pre-trip and post-trip checks, documenting any issues and addressing them promptly. I also maintain a checklist to ensure I don't overlook any critical inspections. Are you physically fit to perform the duties of a truck driver, including lifting heavy loads and climbing in and out of the cab? Tip: be honest about your physical abilities and emphasize your readiness for the physical demands of the job. Sample answer: yes, I am physically fit and capable of handling the physical demands of the job, including lifting heavy loads and climbing in and out of the cab. I keep myself in good shape through regular exercise, which helps me stay alert and energized during long shifts. Describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision to prioritize safety over deadlines. Tip: provide a real-life example where safety was the top priority, even if it meant delaying a delivery. One time, I was driving through a snowstorm, and the road conditions were getting hazardous. I had to make the tough decision to pull over and wait it out, even though I was on a tight deadline. I knew it was safer to wait for the storm to pass than risk an accident. The client understood, and I arrived safely once the weather improved. How do you stay alert and focused during long hours of driving? Tip: share your strategies for maintaining alertness and focus. Sample answer: I stay alert during long drives by taking regular breaks to stretch and walk around. I also make sure to stay hydrated and eat healthy snacks to maintain my energy levels. Listening to audiobooks or podcasts helps keep my mind engaged, and I avoid driving during hours when I typically feel fatigue. If I ever feel drowsy, I pull over to rest rather than pushing through. What steps do you take to prevent accidents and injuries? Tip: discuss your proactive safety measures and awareness on the road. Sample answer: I take several proactive steps to prevent accidents and injuries. First, I always conduct thorough pre-trip inspections to ensure my vehicle is in good condition. While driving, I maintain a safe following distance and stay aware of my surroundings, anticipating potential hazards. I also avoid distractions, such as using my phone while driving. Additionally, I participate in safety training programs to stay updated on best practices. How do you handle unexpected situations, such as road closures or mechanical breakdowns? Tip: show that you can think on your feet and stay calm in unexpected situations, highlighting problem-solving and communication skills. Sample answer: whenever I encounter road closures or breakdowns, I stay calm and assess the situation. For road closures, I find alternate routes using GPS and stay in communication with dispatch for updates. If there's a mechanical issue, I follow the proper procedures, including contacting roadside assistance and notifying my company. I always prioritize safety and clear communication during these events. Describe a time when you had to deal with a difficult customer or a challenging delivery. How did you handle it? Tip: focus on your communication skills, patience, and ability to resolve issues efficiently. Sample answer: once, I was delivering to a location where the customer wasn't happy with the delivery window timing. They had scheduled the delivery for a specific time, but due to traffic, I was delayed. I kept them updated throughout the journey, and upon arrival, I apologized and made sure the delivery was completed quickly and carefully. I also offered to assist with any additional unloading, which helped smooth things over. Have you ever faced extreme weather conditions while driving? How did you manage? Tip: mention your preparedness for weather-related challenges and how you ensure safety during difficult conditions. Sample answer: yes, I've driven through extreme weather, including heavy snowstorms and torrential rain. During these times, I reduce my speed, keep a safe distance from other vehicles, and stay alert to road conditions. I also make sure I have proper tire chains when driving in snow and ice, and I check weather reports regularly to adjust my route and timing accordingly. What would you do if you discovered your truck was overloaded at a weigh station? Tip: show that you understand the importance of legal weight limits and compliance, and explain the steps you would take. Sample answer: if I discovered my truck was overloaded at a weigh station, I would immediately notify dispatch and follow their instructions. I understand the importance of complying with weight regulations to avoid fines and safety issues. So I'd work with the authorities to offload some of the cargo or make adjustments to bring the load into compliance. How do you adapt to different driving conditions, such as inclement weather or heavy traffic? Tip: discuss your strategies for adjusting your driving style based on conditions. Sample answer: I adapt to different driving conditions by adjusting my speed and following distance. In inclement weather, such as rain or snow, I reduce my speed and increase my following distance to allow for longer stopping times. I also stay informed about road conditions through weather apps and traffic reports. In heavy traffic, I remain patient and focused, using my GPS to find alternative routes if necessary. Being adaptable is key to ensuring safety on the road. What do you do if you encounter a mechanical issue while on the road? Tip: explain your troubleshooting process and when you would seek help. Sample answer: if I encounter a mechanical issue while on the road, I first pull over to a safe location to assess the problem. I check for obvious issues, such as flat tires or fluid leak. If it's something minor that I can fix, I'll address it right away. However, if the problem is beyond my expertise, I would contact roadside assistance and inform my dispatcher of the situation. Safety is my top priority, and I would never attempt to drive a vehicle that is not safe to operate. What are your long-term career goals as a truck driver? Tip: share your aspirations while showing your commitment to the industry. Sample answer: my long-term career goal is to continue developing my skills as a truck driver and eventually take on more responsibilities, such as becoming a trainer for new drivers or moving into a logistics management role. I am passionate about the trucking industry and want to contribute to improving safety and efficiency in the field. I see this company as a place where I can grow and make a positive impact. Are you comfortable working nights, weekends, and holidays? Tip: be honest about your availability and willingness to work flexible hours. Sample answer: yes, I am comfortable working nights, weekends, and holidays. I understand that the trucking industry often requires flexibility, and I am willing to adapt my schedule to meet the needs of the job. I believe that being available during these times is essential for ensuring timely deliveries and maintaining customer satisfaction.